One I do remember where the last one that we won in here, I was playing for Bayern Munich. Um, we made a lot of threes. I do remember this game. I think this was one of coach's last games. I think this is the year he was retiring, and so I do remember this time coming here. And I think anytime you come in this arena, you always remember these amazing fans. So I have some memories from being in here.
Can you tell us a little bit more about your contract situation in Spain team because you was a leader
Yeah,
in the middle of the season?
yeah, it was the middle of the season. I had a buyout in my contract from the beginning of the season, and so that's what allowed me to come here as Žalgiry's paid my buyout, and it allowed me to leave my situation there, which was a good situation. We were playing well, but it was only playing one game a week, and Burgos is a great club, up and coming in the ACB, and I thank them for allowing me to have this opportunity here in Žalgiris.
Žalgiris coach Šarūnas said that he compared you with Thompsonas, symbol of the Žalgiris. What do you think about that?
I'm sorry, say that one more time, sir.
Šaras said that compare you with Thompsonas,
Mm-hmm.
who's like a Žalgiris leader.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Obviously, that's a great comparison to have, a lot to live up to. So I just want to just come here and just work hard and just try to lead by example. That's obviously a great comparison to have, and I want to just try to look up to him as well and try to be like that.
Did you have a chance to talk to coach what he expects out of you?
We haven't had a chance to talk with me getting in very late last night, and today being busy with a few things. We spoke earlier this morning, just briefly. I was able to participate and shoot around, see some of the plays and things like that. But I think in tomorrow during the traveling to Istanbul, we'll be able to spend some more time together, and he'll be able to explain to me what he expects and want from me more.
Do you expect to play in Istanbul? And if so, how hard is it coming into a new team and playing just after a couple of days?
I don't know if I will play. I would suspect I may get thrown out there or play some minutes there, here and there. But I think with a situation like that, you just try to just focus on the defensive end of the floor, because I think it's not too much you need to be taught defensively. I think that's pretty easy to pick up. And if you're able to play some solid defense, I think that'll help you to stay on the floor longer. And over time, all the things on the offense will come. So I just, if I get the opportunity to play on Thursday, just try to be locked in defensively and just try to make the right plays offensively.
You call yourself as a defensively minded player?
I don't think I would go that far, but I feel that I have the ability to play solid defense in the low post, guarding the pick and roll, sliding my feet, doing a good job trying to keep smaller guards in front of me. So I would say I'm a solid defender. I wouldn't go that far.
How much does playing in EuroLeague means to you?
I think it means a lot. I think as a basketball player, you want to play in the best competition. I think whenever you have a chance to compete at the highest level, you want to take on that challenge. And for me, I always want to take on challenges like that and have a chance to play at the highest level. So to be able to play in the EuroLeague it's important to me.
You played with Nate Waters a couple of seasons ago.
Mm.
Did you have a chance to talk with him before?
Yeah, I actually contacted him when I knew I had the possibility of coming here, and he was having nothing but great things to say about the city and the club and the organization. I also spoke to some former players like Justin Dentman, who I played with briefly in Galatasaray. I also spoke to Davidis Gaelius. I'm sorry with the last name, but I played with him in San Pablo Burgos last year, and is a Lithuanian guy who doesn't live too far from here. Also talked to a young guy, Tadas, bad with last names, Sadet. Yeah, there you go. And I spoke to him as well, and always just saying great things about the city, the professionalism of this club. So after speaking to those guys, I had no doubt about coming here.
Your first impressions? A lot of snow, cold.
Yeah, my city is cold as well. We just didn't have any snow, but it's cold. But it's okay with me.
So will it take some time for you to learn Lithuanian names and surnames?
Just the pronunciations. I think that's always going to be difficult. But I think that'll come over time. In a few weeks, I think I'll be able to pick it up.
Did you heard any particular warning from players about Coach Jasikevičius, what he likes and what he doesn't like?
Not yet. I mean, I do know he's tough on his point guards. I think that's just natural for him as he was a point guard. So, and I think being a point guard is probably the most important position in basketball. I mean, you're basically like a second coach out there. So I hear that he's tough on his point guards, and that was the one thing I've heard so far. But I've watched some games and seen his intensity on the sidelines, and I know he does demand a lot from his players.
He was a solid three-point shooter this season in Spain, so what you can say about this skill in your game?
Yeah, it's something I wanted to add going back to 2 seasons ago, just to be able to make myself more dangerous as a player without only being able to score on the low post, and to solidify myself as a four-man. I think you have to be able to shoot the ball. So that was something I worked on, and in this past year and a half in Spain, I was put in the position to where I was able to shoot, and luckily a few of them went in.
Power forward or center, which position is your natural one?
I would say power forward, but I have the ability to play both. I think the way basketball is played in Europe now, there's a lot of smaller 5-men with pick and rolls and using quickness in that smaller 5 role. And I think that's where I have an advantage playing at the 5 with being smaller and being able to roll to the basket and using my agility. But I feel comfortable playing both.
You picked number 2 as your jersey number.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any reason for that?
I have a very close friend, best friend of mine, best man at my wedding. His name is Marvino Williamso. We met when I was at my university in North Carolina, and he now currently wears number 2. 21 was taken, and 9 was taken, so that was the next best option.
Tuk-tuk.
Kas ten?
Sibet LT.